What's good, everyone? I want to welcome y'all to another episode of Triggered News Topics, and I'm your host, Thy Lord Amen Ra. And today's commentary is titled Black Girl Treachery. Let's get into it. Now, before I take a trip down this journey, or take this journey down this lane, I want to make it very clear that this is not about all black women. But if this commentary that I talk about triggers you and triggers you in the way that you feel in your heart, then it must be an issue that is pertaining to you. Because even though not all black women has partaken in this, a very large amount has. Now, what really caused me to, bring this conversation up is the reemergence of the film Color Purple. Now, we all know, if you're old enough, that this movie Color Purple came out like in the late 80s. And, Oprah and Steven Spielberg and the writer, because it comes from a book. And the writer of the book is this self-hating black female, I believe, named Alice Walker. And it started to get me thinking about, everybody's always trying to dump on the black man. And I noticed that our sisters, supposedly sisters, have been the main number one culprit. Yes, that's right. You've been very treacherous towards their own. And this has begun for a long way back, starting with our black women joining the white women's feminist movement. Now, I couldn't understand to the depths of my imagination, why would our own women join the other half of the oppressor group, who both men and women of that group has done nothing but oppress us, has done nothing but terrorize us, has done nothing but been sexual deviants to us, and done all these traumatic stuff to us from the beginning of this country we call the United States. And a lot of their talking points, especially one of them always popping up, is talking about the patriarchy. The patriarchy. And if you really investigate, and I couldn't understand, when has the black man ever been a part of the patriarchy? When has the black man ever enjoyed on the benefits of this so-called patriarchy? See, because when the patriarchy was at its height, where the patriarchy was at its most powerful, that was only the palm-colored man partaking in that and enjoying in the benefits of that. We were under the same amount of oppression just as much as the black woman. From slavery on to Jim Crow, on to the States Act, all the way up to now, black men have been persecuted for pretty much anything, okay? By the law, by the media, by society. I mean, all the way around. And like I said before, our women, they joined the feminist movement, and they got out there in the streets. And, I know there's different generations of it. It went back when it first started was the suffrage movement. And then, coming up in the 60s, it got more extreme. And, Angela Davis and Gloria Steinem, which Gloria Steinem, palm-colored woman, was a CIA agent, part of that pro-COINTELPRO. all right, was another tactic to come in and separate the black community. And the black women bought in for uh, hook, line, and sinker. Okay, hook, line, and sinker. Now, they get out there just like the palm colored people and make up all these accusations against their own man. Now, we had other situations like when the Section 8 Act came in, and we all know now that black people are not the main progenitors of the welfare system. But when the Section 8 Act came in, all right, every other group was able to have their male counterparts in the home with them. But our group of females had to have the males out of the house. And if you've done your history on the Section 8 Act, really when it started out, the black man had to be out of the state. Not even just out the home, not even just out the neighborhood, not even just out the city, out the state. Now, if you look at history, so many black uprisings when, we got out there and protested, we got out there and fought, was behind, defending our black women, our black children, and our black people. But mainly a lot of the causes, if you look at it, a lot of the uprisings just go through, or even the small ones that history doesn't like to, well, their historians doesn't like to speak about, was all about when the red line was drawn when you touched our women and our children. But then I started thinking, a lot of our women, just like from that example with the Section 8, they didn't get out there and protest and fight to stay that, yo, I need my black man to be in the home with us and the family. I need my black man to be around to help raise my children. No, they went right along with it without a fight. Just like if you notice a lot of other programs and other uh, plots and that the palm colored people has conjured up to divide and conquer us. If you look right there, if you look closely, a lot of our women have gone and joined along or gone and promoted and actually gone out there and got in the streets and protest and fought against us, their own black male. Now, I'm not saying that nothing has never happened towards a black woman between black man and black woman where issues maybe domestic violence and even sexual assault. But the way how our women get out there and help push the narrative that the palm colored people have created, they're trying to make us seem like we are all demons and we all brutalize our women. And then add insult to injury, will turn right around and praise that same palm colored man that who has kicked off this whole degradation of not just black women, but black people as a whole. And personally, I don't know about any other black males, but to me, I'm quite sick of it. I mean, we got to the point now that, you go on the internet and everything, and our black women outright straight dog us to the bone. I mean, they partner up, like I said, with the white woman. They partnered up with the homosexual community. They partner up with the court system. Yes. We all see what happens when paternity situations happen with divorce. So-called love that these women are supposed to have had for us goes out the window when they get in front of that white man in the black robe with that brown gavel. all of a sudden it's like it's some venomous uh 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 disdain that seems to be there longer than the love, especially when it comes to this child support system. Listen, we all know that this court child support system doesn't care about the black family. Because really, their main concern is what? The money. And what a lot of our sisters don't understand, you could be getting a lot more help with you and your children if you work with your black man instead of going to work with that palm colored man in that black robe and gavel. Because every time they get a check from the black man, that court system gets a percentage. Then another aspect is they don't really care about the children. Their main concern is about what? Putting the black man in prison. Man, it's the same tactic since from slavery. They've always tried to figure out a way to captivate the black male. Put us in chains, put us behind bars, the new modern day slavery, and our black women go right along with it. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not saying all black women, but listen, it's a large amount. And if you're a black woman that love your black men, black fathers, black brothers, black sons, black boyfriends, black husbands, kudos to you. I have respect for you, and I don't even entitle y'all with this group, and I the term that we have now that's on the internet is we call you lionesses because you ride with your kings, the lions. But we also know and heard about these terms of the hyenas. And what we got right now is a whole lot of hyenas. Now, you come on the internet and go out and get out in the public, just like back in the 80s with Oprah and all that stuff with the talk shows. Now, the new platform is the internet. And you'll get out here and you'll dog us, or you're saying that we gotta have these type of criterias. We gotta be six figure man and all that stuff. But then turn right around and go ahead get bottom of the shelf Brad. This thing is ridiculous. And as a black man, I'm tired of being always socially and politically lashed upon, not just by them folks. I mean, it gets tiresome, yes, but we can understand and deal with that because we've been dealing with them folks for years. But now I'm getting sick and tired of our own women. They are persecuting us harder than them folks. And then want to turn around and get on the TV and get in public and cry like you're the victims. How many times black men and then got out there and fought in them streets and protest for you, the black woman and the black child? But how many times have y'all got out there and put your bodies in danger to fight for the black man? And if you really study and look into it, not a lot. Not a lot at all. But you want to know what numbers that are in a large amount that a lot of our black women have gotten out there and protest for? A lot of the palm colored issues. All right? Like I said before, the feminist movement, you got out there. For the homosexual movement, you got out there. I mean, you seem to be able to find a way to fight and get on the line and the protest line and be very vocal for everything else except for your own man. I mean, why the hell do you think now that they got this thing called the Passport Bros, where a lot of the good brothers are just tired? We sick and tired of it. We had enough. And we're ready to bounce to different countries just to find peace in women that we're supposed to be able to find in our own. And if we can't get out of the country, then a lot of us are just choosing to not even just deal with them. And this is ridiculous. All right. And I'm sick and tired of always have to be on eggshells or be on the back foot when in reality, we're not the black woman's biggest threat at all. But you get out here, especially with them other folks, and you turn on us. Yes, turn on us. And this is why I named this commentary Black Girl Treachery. Yeah, because see, black girls rock. Yeah, they do, but they rock for the other side a whole lot. So, I'm about to end this commentary, and I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And I want to give a shout out and thank the lionesses, the black women that do get out there and fight for your black fathers and black sons and black brothers and black male cousins and black boyfriends and black men. But this here is going out to all you black male hating hyenas. I'm tired. I'm sick of y'all. You've done nothing but aided in the destruction of our community and our homes working with the outside enemy. And that's a fact. So, like I said, I want to wish y'all a wonderful evening. Thanks again for tuning in to Triggered News Topics. I'm your host, Stylord Amin Ra. Peace out.